Producer. I'm an actor, that's what I do. But this film was getting stuck at, this was supposed to be my second film after Love, Sex or Dhoka in 2011. So it's been getting pushed and changing hands between studios since then. So we were worried कि social media पे film है तो कोई और ना बना दे basically. So to avoid, and it's a hot topic, so we are very lucky and surprised कि अभी तक कुछ बना नहीं है. But I had to turn producer because it was just constantly getting delayed and we wanted to make the film. So I am happier being an actor to answer your question. Just an actor, but I don't mind. I've produced plays before.
Alright, thank you so much.
Who's making it then, the director's vision, and then what are you doing in that story? So the script was very engaging, and in a thriller one usually looks for two things for sure. Is engagement level and then a huge payoff in the end, climax. So when the director was narrating it to me, he was always 2 steps ahead of what I was thinking, because I was second guessing, but he kept moving on and I could not figure out. He took me to like the end of the story and like a hook, and so I was completely hooked, engaged, and then the payoff I didn't expect. So my engagement level was very high, so the script worked. The director was so clear and absolutely, while narrating I could see the film, and so he was very visual in his narration. That was the second part. Third part was, what am I doing in the film? So there was a very interesting part for me. I hadn't done anything like this, so that's the third part. Fourth part, but one of the most important was that who's making this film, as in who's behind it. And Anshuman has been a colleague and also like a friend. We worked together in China. So he had been wanting to make this film. I said, okay, let's make it together. And that journey is very important for me.
Anshuman, because he's also a Divya Menon launch, just like me. So that was actually the first thing he spoke to me about when we started talking on the phone, and he was making me read the script and telling me about Mona Darling. That both of us have the same background, so let's meet, and let's meet him also one of these days. So that was actually one thing that actually helped me come back to Bombay, because I found another connect.
Divya is from Calcutta.
I'm from Calcutta, yeah.
Alright.
I've been living here for the last 9 years. Now I've moved to Bombay, but I'm from Calcutta.
So welcome back to Kolkata.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ji, can you tell us about the character that you play in the film?
In Mona Darling, I play a dean of an institute, that's School of Technology, a disciplinarian, but at the same time a friend, philosopher, guide kind of a professor and dean, and of course a technology expert, very passionate about his work, and but he's also sort of extremely close to his students, and once these sort of murders start happening on the campus, he also finds himself completely embroiled in the mystery and mystery solving, and whether he's able to or not, that we'll find out in the film.
So why did you say yes to the psychological, this thriller, social media thriller?
This is a whodunit thriller. There are various kinds of thrillers where you know who's the culprit and how he did it, why he did it. Here this is a whodunit. We don't know who's doing it, and later we get to know who, why and how. I found the script very engaging, and when I was narrated the story, that I was completely engaged, and that was precisely the reason. And Anshuman has been a friend, and he worked in my own film Charanga, and so I wanted to support him working on this film.
From Pyar Mein Kabhi Kabhi to this film, what will you tell your audience, your fans mostly?
I would just say that thank you for watching my films. I do a few films, and they're mostly independent films, and thank you for supporting my films. But please do go and watch my films in the theatres, otherwise it gets very difficult for independent film producers and actors to showcase their work, because we don't have the marketing muscle to just bombard the media and a film is coming. So by the time the word of mouth grows, films are out of the theaters. So, but I guarantee you, it's an engaging film. Once you're in, you would be hooked. Thank you.
So why did you choose this genre for your second film?
My first production, because it's a film that has lived with me for 5 years now.
Okay.
So this was supposed to be my second film after Love, Sex,
Yeah.
Suzanna, but it never got made. In between, I've gone and done a Ye Hai Bakrapur, I've done a Fugly, I've done a Chauranga, but this film has lived with me all along, and it was not getting made. So, and it's a very grammatically correct film, cinema-wise. And it's a very commercial topic because of the genre, thrillers. Bengal loves thrillers. I love thrillers. So the whole point was making a film which is cinematic. Literature is very strong in the film, which according to me is the strength of anything. So the script is the hero in the film. The script I believed in, and it's a character. Vicky's character is someone who I wanted to explore as an artist. And because the script was getting delayed, I was worried कि कोई और ना बना ले social media पे, because it's such a hot theme, right? Which is why we decided to, in 2016, we decided to make it, and we started in April and we're releasing in Feb. So I think that's a decent achievement for a production house as a first time production. Yes.
Why did you select Sanjay ji and Divya and others?
I didn't. Shashi Surigala was the director.
Okay.
Selected. I only helped him. Sanjay and me worked on Chauranga, which we shot actually in Shantiniketan.
Yeah.
So Sanjay, Sanjay has never played a role like this. The Dean's character. He's a professor. He's a friend, philosopher, guide. And it's a very correct role, which is something that goes with his personality. And Divya I had seen in Byomakesh, so I had liked Divya's work. That's also a Divakar Banerjee film. So Divya is someone whose work I enjoyed in Byomakesh Bakshi. Suzanna tested for the film, and in fact a lot of girls tested. 300 girls tested for Mona's role, out of which Suzanna was finalized. She was the last one to come on board. So it's quite exciting.
Given the state of affairs that is happening in Facebook and the other social media sites, do you think this is the right time for your film to?
Yeah, as I said, we are happy no film has come so far, because abhi tak to aaja nahi, it's been such a hot topic and strange things happen on the social media. While marketing for the film, I realized there are people. Divya Menon, who's the leading lady, she was trolled a lot after her first release, and she went off her social media account for 6 months. So it's a reality. It happens with actors. It happens with real people. There are people who take extreme steps. They get so disturbed by the harassment that they do some extreme things. So it's a reality of our times. We live in times where the social media is ruling our life, and it's only right that a film shows you how powerful a tool social media is and how it needs to be used responsibly. Oh, cliche si line hai, with great power comes.
Divya, this is your second film. Yeah. And so can you just tell us about the character that you play in the film?
I play the character of Sara Nair in the film. She's a 21-year-old IT college student, and she lives with her best friend Mona, who's Mona Raheja, who's actually got herself mixed into some kind of a scandal, and these people have pulled a prank on her, so they change her profile name. They hack into her profile name and change it to Mona Darling. So after that, time passes, and then suddenly there are things happening around the campus. There are 4 murders that happen on the campus, and we find out that there's some relation to this fake profile that was being created. At the same time, Mona is missing out. So my character is actually the hero of the film. She tries to find out what happens to Mona, where she is, and from the first scene, you see my character trying to find her, try to look for her, and she takes the help of this campus geek called Vicky, short for Wikipedia, because he's really smart and he's geeky. He's the campus hacker, and both of us team up. We become partners in crime and try to find out who's behind it. So, and we get ourselves into a lot of trouble after that. But my character is a very bold, independent sort of a girl. She's very loyal to her friend, and she's kind of like how you usually see men trying to fight for their girlfriends in the film. This is kind of like a best friend trying to fight for her friend. So I love that fact about the film.
Why did you say yes to the film?
I said yes to the film for 3 reasons. First of them happened to be because Anshuman approached me with a script and he said both of us are Divakar Banerjee launches, so I couldn't say no to him. I'd seen his work and I love him as an actor. I think he's brilliant. That is one reason I said yes to the film, because I really wanted to work with him. The second reason, which was actually the most important reason, is when I read the script. I read 80% of the script and the last 20 pages were missing. So I wanted to know what happened in the last 20 pages. The suspense was so good. They kept it till the last 80% and I couldn't figure out who's done it and who's behind it. So I just wanted to know. It was a brilliant piece of writing. Shashi Sutikala has written it. He's also the director of the film. That sold me. The treatment note that he had given with the script itself, it had all my favorite shows in it, like the shows that I watch every day. Like it had all those shows as a reference in the film. So the script was good. The treatment note was really like close to my heart. So that is the second reason. And the third reason is that it's a thriller, and I love thrillers. I think my first film was also a thriller, Detective Mukherjee, but.
Can you tell us about the character that you've played in the film?
Yes, my character name is Mona Raheja, and she's a normal 21-year-old IT student, and this whole story revolves in a campus, in an IT campus. Do Din Ki Kahani, it's a 2-day story on a Tuesday and a Wednesday. And this character, Mona Raheja, she's a very simple, nice, she's like any 21-year-old girl. She likes to have fun, she likes to party, she likes boys, and she likes her friends and all those things. But something very bad happens to her on social media account. Her account gets hacked and it becomes Mona Raheja se Mona Darling, and some very bad things get uploaded on it, and because of that her entire life changes. And उसी दौरान कुछ अजीब चीज़ें होने लगती हैं. There are some murders that happen and I go missing, and the only connection is whoever is dying is basically accepting a request from this fake account of mine and then getting murdered. So this is the mystery that everyone is trying to solve, and yeah, this is the backdrop, and social media is the backdrop, obviously.
How relevant do you think this film is releasing at the time when social media is such a powerful weapon? So what do you think the audience will see or react to?
In fact, this is a great thing because I'm very excited about this project, because this is the first social media thriller, and I'm surprised कि अब तक social media पे कुछ बना कैसे नहीं है, because it's such a huge thing. And I'm one of those people who honestly believes that social media, you shouldn't depend on it as much, because आपको responsibly use करना चाहिए. You should use social media to your advantage, not be used by social media. So yeah, that is my opinion.
How was the experience of working with such a young group of actors?
It was a lot of fun because there was so much energy. In fact, the only senior actor we had was Sanjay Sir. And Sanjay sir, I think, has more energy than us also. Like, it doesn't feel like we are working with a senior actor, you know. He is very friendly, very warm. He's a true gentleman, as I call him always. He would always, you know, his chivalry is not dead when you're around Sanjay Suri. So it was great working. Divya and we've become like inseparable since the shoot. It's been 6-7 months. We meet almost every day. We jam together. We both play guitar, and we love singing. We love music. We write. So we're doing a lot of things together. Anshuman and I got along almost immediately. In fact, Anshuman was the one who got me into this project because he really wanted Mona to be. He had a vision of Mona, and he was like, I can't think of anyone else but you. So I'm really happy to be a part of this project.
Going back to your Bengali connector, so do we get to see you in Bengali films?
I hope so, and in fact I'm gonna make sure, because you've told me, I want to really learn Bengali, polish it, and because the kind of cinema that Bengali serves is